There you go.
There's more? I can't eat all this.
Don't sweat it, Chairman. Us young folks can handle this chow.
Oh, definitely. My stomach's a bottomless pit. Bon appetit.
Hell yeah!
We got so focused on our food that we forgot to actually discuss anything. Oh, it is damn good.
Yeah. We have to get down to business. Guess I'm kicking us off. This is Kume-kun, leader of Bleach Japan's Yokohama branch. He's going to run for this district's representative seat in the next election. Now, what you gotta understand about this kid is he's just step one of Ryo Aoki's scheme to turning Jincho into his personal political machine.
Xiao's correct. Kume is just one step. Aoki's other steps include a huge number of Bleach Japan candidates all over the country.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
And the dam is broken. There's no stopping it now. Governor Aoki's too popular. There's no one who can stand up to him.
So you think Kume's win is a done deal, Chairman Hoshino?
Pretty much. Kume has Aoki's broad public adoration at his back. Throwing Aoki's fundraising and media savviness. Kume's got a very real shot at this.
I'd say so. He wants Ijincho so bad, it's gotten personal for him. Since it was Ogikubo's kingdom before, seizing it makes Aoki the new heir apparent. That's gotta be what he's thinking.
Yes. I'd venture to say that even if the Citizens' Liberal Party wins every other district, he won't be satisfied unless he wins this one. He's gonna throw everything he's got at this contest.
Definitely.
Well, I'm not gonna roll over and just take it. Anybody with me?
With you on what?
On taking this dude down a peg. I'm sick of getting our asses kicked.
We all are, but...
We can't just let him win. We need to do something. I mean, Bleach Japan is in bed with the Omi Alliance. Isn't that fucked up? It's, you know, hypocritical. They go around preaching about how gray zones need to go, acting like they're heroes or something. Meanwhile, they team up with gangsters to take over Japan, and everyone just claps for them?
Thing is, Kasuga, these gangsters have a governor on their side. They're untouchable.
Are you guys even hearing yourselves right now? What's gotten into you? The Ijin 3 used to protect the weak and vulnerable in this town. Granted, you did it by running a huge scam, so I'm not gonna give you too much credit. But after everything the city's given you, don't you feel like you owe something to it? Look, I know none of you guys did what you did just for the money. Ogikubo was the one raking in all the dirty riches. You guys wanted to stop a war from destroying this town. And if you don't stand up now, you're basically abandoning the Ijin 3's purpose. It's a disgrace.
You sure you want to finish that thought?
Yeah, dial it down, or I'll set you straight.
Well, I, for one, agree with him.
You do?
Everything you said is true. We all lived in the gray zones, and sure, that ain't something to be proud of. But at least we could be proud of putting food on the tables of our men and their families. You're with me on that, at least, right, Sunlight? If we roll over, we will be throwing away everything we've ever worked for.
Zhao.
No, it's true. And remember, I left the Liumeng in your hands. I trusted you to consider what my men need. This is shaping up to be your first job as their new boss. Come on, Songhui.
Damn it. Fine.
Chairman Hoshino, you got any wisdom of your own to lend us?
Well, I do understand the need to be fair to the city. I'll help. And to think, I only came here for the food. Didn't expect to get roped into some noble last stand.
You know what they say. There's no such thing as a free lunch.
True that. Now let's go take care of Kume.
I have to admit, I will enjoy knocking that little punk off his pedestal. So what's a move?
Good question. We need to strike, but how?
Don't you think it's obvious?
No? What?
We need to ruin the young master's reputation.
Meaning?
We gotta make sure Kume loses the election.
How do you propose we do that?
That part I hadn't really figured out. But once we do, it'll be like kicking Aoki right in the face.
I don't see how it's feasible.
I mean, we could maim him. If he's too injured, he'd have to pull out of the race, and then...
You wanna kill him?
Well, only if he resists.
We can't do that. If he dies, they'll just replace him with some other tool. I'm sure they've got backup candidates waiting in the wings.
Hey, winning. That's how we do it. We just win it ourselves.
Huh?
We win the election with our own candidate. Put someone up who can get more votes than Kume. There's gotta be someone out there who can do it.
Yes, probably. But how do we figure out who this someone is? We're not political consultants.
Well, we should remember the votes for Kume aren't really for him in the first place. They're votes for Aoki.
Good point. Can you think of anyone who fits the bill, Chairman Hoshino?
Unfortunately, I can't say I do. Ogi Kubo was an incumbent here for many years, with no opponents who posed any real threat. The only people who ever ran against him just did so as a formality.
Hey, you seem to know a lot about it. Why don't you run?
Excuse me?
Yeah, people know who you are. You've got charisma.
No Yakuza's gonna win an election, even in the Jincho. If he did, I'd consider the world doomed.
Seriously.
But I could try to recruit someone who would have a chance in the race.
That's a start.
I hope you're not expecting me to shoulder this burden alone, though.
What do you mean?
Elections cost money. A lot of money. If I find a candidate, who's footing the bill for the campaign?
I'll tell you right now, my people don't have a single yen to spare.
Right, so, how much is it exactly?
I'm willing to chip in some myself, but I'll need an additional 3 million yen cash just to register.
3 million? You need that much?
At a minimum. If you can't scrape that amount together, this plan is dead in the water.
I hate to say it, but he's right. Can you do it, Kasuga-kun?
Hmm?
Hey, hold on, Ichiban. What's all this about going to Osaka?
Turns out Arakawa-san needs some help. My help. Mitsu just called me and said Arakawa-san's already on his way to Sotenbori.
But why Osaka?
I don't know. I didn't bother to ask.
You realize Sotenbori is where the Omi Alliance is headquartered. You'll be screwed if your cover gets blown. Think about that, would you?
All I need to think about is that Arakawa-san said he needs me. He's going to Osaka, so I'm going to Osaka. I don't care what anyone says about it.
He gets like this, Tadachi-san.
And there's no point stopping him, is there? Loyalty is admirable, but jeez.
Ichiban, what about Ijincho? The election's coming up. We helped you make all that money to fight Ryo Aoki. Now you're just gonna leave us hanging?
Not at all. We got the 3 million yen we needed. And I'm gonna go give it to the Seiryu clan right now.
We may have the money, but that hasn't solved our lack of a candidate. Certainly a necessary element of the plan.
Didn't Chairman Hoshino say he'd take care of it? Don't worry. He's the kind of guy who keeps his word. If we give him the cash, he'll do the rest.
If you say so. Safe travels, then.
Hey, don't encourage him to do such dangerous things. Kasuga, if you really are leaving, we're coming with you.
Sounds good to me. I've never been to Osaka.
Guys, I'm not going there as a tourist. I'm going straight into the Lion's Den. Assuming Adachi-san is right and that's where the Yomi home base is. You guys don't need to get involved. This is personal for me.
Come on, man. After all we've been through, aren't we friends?
Of course. I'm saying this because we're friends. If something happens to me out there, you gotta finish what we started.
Still sounds like a load of crap to me.
Well, think what you want. But we got the 3 million yen, and I'm taking it to Hoshino. I'll see all of you around. Hey, I see someone's in a good mood.
Of course. I've wanted to have a surprise party ever since I was a little kid.
Right.
Well, how's it coming along? The party plans, I mean.
Oh, great.
Well, don't overthink it. I'm just grateful for the effort.
No way. I'm using practically all the brainpower I have on this.
Namba, can I borrow Kasuga for a moment?
Why? What's going on?
It's about your birthday. Wouldn't want to ruin the surprise, now would we?
No, we sure wouldn't. Go do your thing, Ichiban.
Shall we, Kasuga?
Sure.
So I spoke on the phone with the mama who runs the bar.
What bar?
The one Futaba works at. Apparently, she was caught stealing.
She's stealing?
I know. What's more, Futaba is apparently quite a playgirl. I hear her latest boyfriend has her hooked on pachinko.
Jeez.
Anyway, the mama started crying and asked me to get back her money. Futaba should be over at Pirates, one of the local pachinko parlors.
So she's gambling with stolen money? What a catch.
Yeah, listen. Would you mind taking care of this? I think it'll be a good chance to get more details about Mizue-chan.
Good idea. I can get the money and the info out of Futaba in one fell swoop.
Excellent.
Babe, you hungry for sushi or yakiniku?
Shit, why not both? You hit the freaking jackpot just now.
Baby, I am the jackpot.
Hold up. Shouldn't you be giving that money back to your boss?
This loser again. What do you even want from me?
A couple things. First, you need to give back the money you stole from your job. And second, I need info on Mizue-chan, a nurse you used to work with. Dreams of going overseas, helping people in need. Any of that ring a bell? Anyway, I know she plans on leaving the country as part of a hospital program. I need to find out when.
Yeah, well, what does she matter to you?
Remember that guy Namba? The one who got busted selling meds? Turns out he didn't do a goddamn thing. It was actually all Mizue-chan. Granted, she only resorted to theft to pay off her parents' debt. But it was Namba who took the fall, admitting to the crimes himself. Yeah, I think he really had a thing for the chick, to be honest with you. Bottom line is, I want to help Namba see Mizue-chan off. And you're my ticket. Huh? You think this is funny?
As if Mizue would ever do something so honest.
What do you mean? She said she was inspired by Florence Nightingale.
Yeah? Then tell me, why'd she end up working at a bar in the shittiest part of Ijincho?
Since when does she work at a bar?
Ever since she realized her pay was so pathetic that she had to resort to stealing? That sound like a noble nurse to you?
Wait, are you trying to tell me?
That's right, dumbass. I'm Mizue. Futaba's just a hostess name.
You're Mizue? You're nothing like Namba said.
Oh, sure. The creep who could never keep his eyes off me. Just the thought of him makes me want to throw up. Though he did turn out to be a good patsy. Didn't see that one coming. Guess my little damsel in distress story won him over. You dumb boys are always looking for a chance to play hero.
But what about your parents' big debt?
Are you dense? I wanted some money to hit the pachinko slots with, and that's what I got.
So, all that shit about going overseas, following in the footsteps of Nightingale?
I can play such a convincing little angel. All that time I spent in my high school drama club literally paid off.
And you're just fine letting Namba's sacrifice go to waste?
Even if he hadn't intervened, I would have just kept on doing it. Not like it mattered. I knew I'd get busted eventually. Then I just drifted like a flower from city to city, man to man. Heartbreaking, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm real torn up. You did my friend dirty there, lady. If he ever finds out he helped the fucking Wicked Witch, he'd die inside.
Son of a bitch. You calling my girl names? I get it, but I'll fuck you up.
Kick his ass, babe! Send him to my old emergency room!
He's certainly welcome to try. Heck, I'll call the ambulance myself.
Oh yeah? I don't know, man. I'm feeling lucky today. In fact, I'm on a winning streak. Yo, help me kill this scruffy piece of shit.
Hell yeah!
Show me what you got. Yeah. かかってこいよ。ほら。行くぞ。くらえ。どうしたやるか行くぞほらほら Check this out! Desperate times call for desperate measures! Yeah. Cool. That's how you do it. Well, at least I kick ass at Chinko.
Babe, wait! Atsushi-chan!
Stop right there. You need to return what you stole.
Barkeep!
I figured out Futaba's real name. She can thank her boss for that.
I can't believe Namba gave up his entire career. And for what?
Perhaps he's better off not knowing the truth.
Yeah, but isn't it wrong to hide this kind of stuff? Especially from a guy who's had my back.
And you'd repay him by pushing him over the edge? Look. It's not my place to tell you what to do anyway. This is between you and Namba. You two are close. I know you'll do what's best.
How will I know what's best?
Hey, we're done here, right? I think I'll just leave the money here and go.
Not so fast.
What now?
You said you were in drama club, right?
Yeah, so what?
You owe me a favor. And don't try to weasel your way out.
Okay?
Sup, fellas?
Hey, Chiban. Where have you been?
All over. Prepping for your big birthday blowout?
Damn, man. You're gonna drive me crazy with all this birthday talk. You sure you can't give me a hint?
Nope, not gonna spoil the surprise. Actually, there is one thing I've gotta ask.
Yeah, what is it?
When is your birthday, anyway?
Dude, well, how can you plan a party if you don't even know the freaking date?
Come on, I'm just double-checking. To get the facts straight.
Excuse me. Is there a Nanba-san here?
Mizue-chan. Is that you?
Nanba-san! Oh, it's been so long!
Well, yeah, but what are you doing here? And that bag, does that mean?
That's right. I'm transferring overseas, like I've always dreamed. I fly out today.
Wow. So that dream is about to come true. Good for you, Mizue-chan.
Before that, I need to apologize. I let you take the fall for me without a second thought.
Don't mention it. I was a piss-poor nurse anyway. I'm happy it was you who stayed.
But you sacrificed everything for me!
It was worth it. As long as you're happy, I don't have any regrets. If you're gonna be like Nightingale, you got some big shoes to fill, right? I'll be rooting for you from here.
Thank you. That means a lot. I hate to cut this short, but I need to catch my plane.
No problem. And take care of yourself. So long, Misue-chan.
I'm happy for you, bro.
You know what? So am I.
Isn't that cool, though? She came out of her way just to see you.
She didn't do much. You, on the other hand, that was cool.
Huh? What's that even mean?
What happened just now? I know that was all you're doing.
Wait, then what else do you know about Misue-chan?
Well, I overheard the bartender talking on the phone. So, I pretty much know everything.
Then why'd you play dumb?
I don't know. Maybe it just feels good when people are being nice to me.
Well, fuck me. I really thought I pulled that one off.
In friendship, you get what you give. And that includes trying to trick people.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't want to trick you, but I didn't want to watch you get hurt either.
No need to apologize. It's on me to accept that Misue-chan wasn't who I thought she was. I'm just glad I have a friend like you around, Ichiban.
Namba.
Ah, forget it. As I recall, we were gonna have a drink.
Yeah, you're damn right.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
Yes. Yes.
Very well.
Does my father really need to attend to this Sotenbori thing personally?
Yes. Remember, as acting captain, Arakawa is merely keeping the seat warm for Watase. Being there in person will be a show of respect and good faith.
Fine. But why am I just now hearing about this? I said I wanted to know if he so much as breathed somewhere outside his usual places.
My apologies, young master. I only just found out myself.
Really now? Well, all we can do now is wait and see.
Wait and see what, exactly?
Masaru Watase and Masumi Arakawa are finally meeting in person after how long? If I know my dad, they're not just gonna say hi and be on their merry ways.
I highly doubt they're plotting anything.
Isn't the Omi chairman still bedridden? I've heard it's terminal.
Yes, that's correct.
Then it's past time for a potential successor to be formally named.
Actually, it may not be that urgent yet. But then again, the chairman might say Watase's release from prison is a good time to step down.
And then Watase would become chairman, naturally. I'm sure his reign would be a very long one. But Omi history will take a very different course if, say, Watase disappeared.
What?
I'm thinking dear old dad might try to make it happen.
I don't know if that's Arakawa-san's style, exactly.
You don't think so? Remember when I asked Dad to sell out the Tojo clan during the 3K plan? Well, I never told him to bring in the Omi Alliance. He did that all on his own. I think it was a good decision, actually. Don't you?
Well, sure.
Thanks to him, the Tojo were driven out of Kamurocho. The 3K plan was a wild success, and my approval rating skyrocketed. I expected the Tojo clan to fall hard, but I didn't think some third-rate Tojo vermin like Dad could ever worm his way into their top ranks. Shrewd of him to do that during all the commotion. I thought he was a slow, antiquated Yakuza, and certainly not the type of man who could catch me off guard. Huh. I guess power really does corrupt, huh? Don't get me wrong. If Dad buries Watase and takes over the Omi Alliance, I benefit too. Having him there would be very convenient for me. There's just one thing that feels off.
What's that?
He hasn't told me about any plan to off Watasi at their meeting. That's evidence against my theory. I'll have to see what happens. If all they do is greet each other, I was wrong.
Look...
On the other hand, if he wastes Watase and still doesn't see fit to tell me, that would be a betrayal I cannot tolerate.
Arakawa-san won't betray you.
He better not. His little Yakuza club only has power because I extend it to them. I've come a long way since the Kamurocho 3K plan. I'm at the top of the political pyramid now, which means I need to know what's happening in the underworld. The hierarchy should be very clear at this point, and I expect people to fall in line. That's a matter of policy, and family is no exception. Sawashiro, between me and my father, to whom would you swear complete fealty?
Arakawa-san sent me to do as you command. His orders were to put you and your interests above everything else.
My interest is for you to watch his every move and report them to me.
Understood. I'll send Tendo to Osaka. He seems to have rapport with Arakawa-san.
Patriarch Tendo, when'd you get in?
Just this afternoon. Tomorrow, the captain's getting out of prison.
Oh, really?
Not something civilians like you need to worry about. The wise thing to do would be to mind your own business.
Is that a threat, sir? Don't joke like that, man. Your fists ought to require a weapons permit.
Say what now?
Nothing. I got work to do, just like you said. See ya. Hey, can I get a refill over here?
Oh, make it two.
Hey, Ichiban. You look like a teenage girl waiting for a text from her boyfriend. Put it down and relax. Have a drink with us.
Yeah, we're in Osaka after all.
Stop giving me shit! See, this is why I wanted to come alone.
Where are you going, Kasuga-san?
I bet it's not to take a leak. He hardly drank a sip.